Here, let's see if she's noticing. Yep, she's busy. We can see you. Hi.
Hi.
What you doing?
Oh, I have so much work.
Oh, I buried you in work. She's been out of the office for like 2 weeks, and I'm not the best organizer when it comes to paperwork, so I've just been like dumping paperwork everywhere on the desk, and now I think you're sorting it. I should probably leave, right?
Bye.
Love you. See ya. Bye. Hello, everybody. Good day to you. Welcome back. I just wanted to go ahead and do a, I guess it's like the monthly walk around shop update and let you guys know about what's been going on around here. As you can see, we've got a lot of clear space now. We're starting to get organized. And look, I've got the third lift. It is here. It's installed. They just put this thing in yesterday. It is now operational. It's been wired up, kind of, and it works, and it will go up and down, and it'll pick up 9,000 pounds of vehicle. Now, just because it says 9,000 doesn't mean I'm gonna put 9,000 on it. I would probably only put like 6, maybe 7,000 on it, but it's a 9,000 pound, super tall, brand name rotary lift, and it fits ever so perfectly into this building with about 4, 5, 6 inches to spare. Not bad, says I. So now we've got 3 lifts in the shop. One in the corner, the big one, that's the 12,000. The medium-sized one, I think this is a 9,000 pound lift right here, and then another 9,000 right here, so I can work on cars, trucks, planes, trains, buses, you name it. I've got the space, and we also have the newly fitted and installed garage door. Now, some of you have noticed this door earlier, and people have been asking me why I did not install the electric motor or whatever to make these go up and down. You know, you just got a push button and then it runs up and down. It's because that was $2,200 to do that, and I wasn't gonna spend $4,400 to convert these to electric doors. I figure the chain has been working for me for 20 years, so I'll just continue to operate this with a chain. Regarding the construction, I am almost done demolishing. I need to take this wall down because it's getting a little flimsy with no support, and the door frame is rotted and the door is junk. And it's not rotted, it's just, you know, rats chewed on it over time and it's starting to come apart. It's gross. So I'm gonna end up tearing this wall down right here, and I'll probably just frame it in, and then that will be that. So it's nearly complete. I need to get some more of the metal. I've got a bunch of that from when I took down the metal on this part of the wall right here. I need to take that stuff, trim it up, and then use that to cover up this wood. And this section right here will be super duper complete, and that'll be good to go. But right now it is functioning. I can go in and out. I can service 3 cars at the same time, which means we've got 1 in and out stall, 1 kind of medium duty work stall, and then 1 long-term project stall. Doesn't mean they go in that order, but I'll be able to do multiple things at the same time. For example, if I'm waiting on parts or an approval or something else, I've got another lift, so I can bring in another vehicle and then do some work on that one, inspect it, do whatever I've got to do while I'm waiting for approvals and whatnot from the other vehicles that are in the shop. Plus, since Troy works here, now I can have him working on his own stuff, and he and I aren't going to be kind of tripping over each other, trying to work around each other. So we've got more space. This wall right here is going to get cleaned up some. It's a lot of storage space, and it's turned into a catch-all. As you can see, we're just kind of tossing parts and tools and building equipment and, you know, things I don't want to throw away, whatever. It's just it's becoming a pile for junk collection. So what we're going to do here is we're going to move these shelves out of here at some point. I'm going to clean up this back wall. We're going to pressure wash it, get all the dirt out of here, get rid of all these phone lines and nonsense that's hanging out. We're going to continue to strip the building of all the stuff that does not need to be here, like that and that and like that. See that bar that runs across that used to be conduit for wire? I'm going to strip all this stuff out, pressure wash it, and probably 1 section at a time we're going to go through and we're going to paint these walls. I don't like how dingy they are. I've pressure washed this one already, but it's still very impacted with just years and years of dirt. So we're gonna chemical it, we're gonna pressure wash it, we're gonna hose it off, we're gonna scrape it, we're gonna do whatever we gotta do to get these walls clean, and then I'm gonna paint them. We're going to do, I think I'll just get like one of those, like a Harbor Freight spray paint or like a paint gun or whatever. A 5-gallon bucket of maybe 2 different colors. I think I'll do gray on the bottom, like a black border, and then like a cream up top. And as for the red iron, I'm thinking of running through and just going over that with a black. So we'll have some depth, we'll have some color, and we'll have some better light diffusion, because I think that the drab and dull tones of color that are in the building are really eating up all my lumens, and I really don't like that, especially like this area over here. It's so dark over there. I think it just absorbs all the natural light that comes into the building, and it makes it dark and dingy, and I don't like it because it's not aesthetically pleasing. So I'm also thinking of putting like a couple 4-foot shop lights up there, just to put more light in this section of the building to help with the aesthetic appearance. That little wall thing up top has to go away. Yes, I do have the cover off the breaker panel. I was doing some work in there earlier. We're stripping out all of the wires that don't go anywhere and disconnecting them, and we're bringing this panel up to a safe specification rather. I think I'm gonna move my barrels outside with the rest of the barrels, clean up some floor space, and I believe I'm gonna end up relocating those shelves to like this area over here. And again, that way I can free up this area for some more toolboxes, which I'll probably end up moving in maybe September, something like that. But as of right now, the infrastructure it's coming together and it's getting built, and we're really getting somewhere. We're almost to a point where I can bring in another person, and then we can get some more volume through here, because as it stands, being myself and having Troy, and he's a great employee, but he needs a couple years of experience before his aptitude is really going to come out and shine. And that's what we're working on right now. We're just giving him some experience, some exposure, and he's learning to develop some skills and some processes that are going to help him out like through the rest of this guy's life. So he's not top tier, but he will be, and that's the plan. Slowly but surely, I'm getting all the stuff out that needs to go away. I got boatloads of stuff to throw away. If this wheel balancer over here is junk, I inherited that. There's a tire machine over there that's kind of junk. I haven't decided whether I'm going to part ways with that and replace it or not. But all the stuff that was piled up here and there has now started to slowly migrate out and away, and it's being disposed of over time. So we're creating space, and we're removing stuff from the building that doesn't need to be here. You guys have seen this before. We've got a couple vet fans going in, which has been, it's been important that we had those, because even with these fans running and the heat wave that we're in, it's 95 degrees inside of here. 94.8, we're cooling off now, all right. Last week, it was 99.6 inside all day long, and it might have hit triple digits in certain areas of the building. Keep in mind that thermometer is over there where all the airflow is, so it gets a little toasty inside of here, especially on our hot, bright, sunshiny Florida days. You guys are familiar with the vault of viscosity. It's where I've been storing most of my fluids and oil filters. A lot of BG stuff because it's good. More Catchall Storage, that needs to be remedied later on. And speaking of Catchall Storage, Troy has done us a solid today, and he really, really organized the stock room. Bear with me here. Let's see what we've got in here. Look what my guy did this morning. He took a Catchall cluster and got it super organized. We got our penetrating oil, brake clean, it's nice and shiny, battery treatment stuff, electrical connector stuff. We've got paints, towels, hardware, AC electrical stuff, spare light fixture for no reason because I impulse bought that thing from Costco. I have one in my house, those are really good. Got some tape, gloves, towels, soaps, tag out, lockout stuff for aircraft, and more storage. So yeah, it's coming along. Everything here is coming along. I'm excited. I'm hoping that by September, the aesthetics and the overall feel of this entire space will be completely transformed. I've got a couple more banners that are going to go along with my Interstate batteries and my Duramax flag. I don't know where I'm going to put those just yet. Maybe I can hang one here. I might be able to get one back over there. Speaking of over there, do you guys notice that little hole in the wall right there? I have found several of those in this building. Yeah, there's one right there. There's a couple down below in a few spots. There's some over here. And again, that's all subtracting away from the aesthetic. So I also plan on doing something about all these holes in the walls. I may end up actually taking some of that sheet steel and just patching them up and running some screws through it. That's probably the best way to do it. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section down below. Moving back outside one more time, we see I've got this exterior light. Believe it or not, it's darker under this awning than what it appears to be. Like if you're trying to work out here, it's super dark. So we got that light put up. I'm gonna put up one more right over here. And then inside, I think I wanna do one more light like right there in between the 4 of these, so there'll be like 5. And then I may put one more over there on that bar or on that beam. And that'll give us like what, 6, 7, 8 overheads in here. And that should be plenty of diffusion to really get some good light in this place. Cause it's got these, there's just horrible shadows everywhere. Like right there, there's shadows. You know, everything's cast in a shadow and there's plenty of light, but it's also being absorbed by everything around. So we're working on it. It's coming together. The bench has turned into a catch-all, but we were doing a lot of work over here. So it's got PT Cruiser parts on it from the blown up PT. Oh, by the way, that PT Cruiser with the bent valves, unfortunately, they have declined repairs on that one, and we're trying to figure out what we're gonna do with that in the future. So it's been rolled outside. The top end of the engine is sitting over here on the bench, but she's gone. That thing's dead. We're not gonna do any repairs on that at this time. Again, they declined it because I think that the repair cost was exceeding the value of the vehicle, and I think they made a smart decision. It's probably not worth saving. I mean, it might be worth it to somebody, but the folks that owned it decided that they weren't ready for it. I'm nearly done with that Monte Carlo. It is still here, but it's also going to be repainted and it's going to get some body work. So that's going to happen next door. The tow truck is in almost 100% operable condition. It was just storage for this lift right here. I had this entire lift on the back of that tow truck, and that's where we stashed that. I've got a few more things on the back of that truck, but I'll be able to empty that and then put that truck back into service. We can see the Subaru with the broken bolt in the water pump that kind of ruined the engine. That thing's still in the back. Horrible story. I ordered an engine, we bought it, it was shipped, and they lost it in Virginia. It was coming out of Pennsylvania, I think. And the engine for the Subaru was lost. So it's been almost 2 months waiting for that engine because it took me 2 weeks to find it. It took a week to process the order. It took another week to pallet the order. And then it took a week to ship it to Virginia. They were gonna transfer it to another truck to send it down here to Florida, and somewhere it was lost, stolen, damaged, or something like that. But now I do not have an engine en route to the Subaru, or for the Subaru, so I have had to start the process all over again. Off in the back over there, we have Troy's Jeep. That's the big tired Jeep. I'm gonna work on that thing later on. Kind of, it's a side project Jeep. I've got a Silverado Sierra with an ATV in the back. That thing broke down on its way down from Ohio. I need to get the ATV out and diagnose that thing. Actually, I may put that truck over here on lift number 3. That's a perfect candidate. Because if the lift falls down, at least I didn't ruin somebody's Mercedes. It'll just be a 2500 90 Sierra. Nothing against the 90 Sierras and Silverados, but it costs less than a Mercedes. So I'm going to use that one as the experiment truck. I think that'll be a good litmus test to see if this lift is gonna kill me or if it's gonna work. I'm pretty sure it's gonna work, but you know, you never know. Anyway, that should about cover it for the update for this month. I'll let you guys know when the next phase begins. Like I said earlier, we're in the process of cleaning out this area so we can prep it for cleaning and paint. Once we get this side done, we'll move over to the next third of the building, clean that up, prep it, paint it. Then we'll move over to the next one, clean it up, prep it, paint it. Then the hard part will come where I've got to move all my toolboxes out of there, clean up that wall. That one's super nasty. It's got like, I don't even know what that is. I don't know if that's paint or if that's like the laminate coating on the metal, but that stuff's flaking off. It looks horrible, it's gross, and it's eating up all the light again. So that thing's got to get cleaned up as well. But that's going to be like a 2-day project because we got to move everything out of here and then go in here and clean this up, then pressure wash all of our nasty out and get it out of the building, and then we'll have to clean up the floors again. All of that while I'm trying to work in here and make this a functional business. So I have my work cut out for me, but considering how far we've come in the past 6, 7, 8 months, I'm pretty sure that those aspirations are well within reach. Anyway, I could probably walk around with my phone and talk to you guys all day long, but again, I do have some work to do, so I'm gonna get back at it Like I said earlier, I just wanted to give you guys a quick monthly shop update on the progress and what's going on. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you are still here watching. If you are still here watching, please let me know about that by dropping me a comment or two in the comment section down below. Don't forget that like button while you're down there, and most importantly, do not forget to have yourselves a great day. Again, thank you guys for watching. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being part of this endeavor and supporting myself, my wife, and our entire team. We really appreciate you, and none of this would be possible without your support. So again, and as always, thank you guys for watching. See you on the next one.